All right. Thank you guys for hopping on. Tonight is May 1st, the first team call of May. That means it's a new month, which means you guys should be all setting new goals for this month, which is a perfect opportunity for what Elexus is going to be talking about for us tonight. So let me introduce my girl, Elexus. She is one of my Emerald coaches, and tonight she's going to be talking about mindset over matter because we all know what it's like to get in our own way and have those blocks or what have you because of our mindset, whether it comes to our nutrition or exercise, our inviting or business building, anything. So with that said, I'm going to turn it over in just a quick minute, but I wanted to let you guys know that we are still hosting our 3-day sneak peek. It ends tomorrow. Go ahead and plug your people in, add them to the welcome post. They can catch up on any videos. And also for those of you that don't know, I did share this, but I'm hosting another Diamond Mind group, another 6-week Diamond Mind group with Lauren Ricks. She's another Misfit Republic 5-star Diamond coach. Me and her are teaming up to host a Diamond Mind group. And this is a great opportunity for you to dig deep into your leadership, your coaching aspects. I know Missy's been in one of my groups. Katrina, she's on here. It says Galaxy on her, so it always confuses me. Galaxy's been in one of my groups, but this group is freaking awesome, and they will both tell you that the Diamond Mind group will help not only help you build your brand and dig deep into your why and what you're doing as a coach, but it will help you in your business with creating successful activities. But in order to do that, you have to be an Emerald coach by Thursday. So let me know if you're interested. I will help you any way I can, and I will send you the application to sign up. So with that said, I'm going to hand it over to Miss Elexus. If you guys have any questions, just like always, chat in the chat box, and then at the end, Elexus, if she has time, she will go ahead and answer them. So Elexus, take her away.
Okay, I know this is a little different than normal, but we have to do a 30-second dance party before I can even begin. And I picked a special song for you guys.
I like it. I like it.
Move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it.
Okay. So, as my amazing coach said, 1, I love you, Vicki. But 2, my name is Elexus Loebbecke. For those of you that don't know, I've been a part of Beachbody for, I think, a little over 4 years now. And on my journey, I started with Brazil butts, did 21-day fix, did size, and Turbo Jam, I think. Almost all of the Chalene Johnsons, pretty much, because I got addicted to her for a little while there. But I started out 334 pounds, and now I'm at 260. And the last, I'd say 4 months is when I've really been like pushing my business. It took me a little while. I dabbled there, like here and there, but the last 4 months is when I've been really pushing for all of my dreams to come true. And I kind of wanted to share with you guys tonight what mind over matter means to me and how it's changed so much, because I do have anxiety and depression that I fight on the daily. So it kind of, I call it just the voices in my head, but they definitely alert all of us, especially me, and kind of have to learn that they're not really what's in my heart and really what we're able to accomplish. They're just little noises over here, and you can get rid of them. My favorite quote is, "This game isn't for everyone." And that's Gary Vee. I'm addicted to his podcast. Let's see here. I'm going to give you guys steps for what I personally do, but some personal development that's helped me. Like I said, Gary Vee podcast, Chalene Johnson. If you guys haven't read Tia's for Transformation, that book is phenomenal. I know a lot of us went to Portland. And then the 5-second rule completely changed my life. I do not sleep with my phone anymore, and that is like a go-to tip. But you can have your weight loss journey, you can have your Shakeology, your workouts, like none of it will matter unless your mind is fully like on par and you're going to push it and you've got this and you're driven for that day. And I say that day a lot because if any of you have ever lived with anxiety or depression or someone that has it, you'll know that it's day by day. Everything will change. The life may be chaos, but you can get through it. So these steps that I'm going to share with you provide me with the strength to survive and see my own progress and blessings. Because there for a while, even though to a lot of people going from 300 plus pounds to 260 sounds like, oh my gosh, in my head, I was like, why am I not 170? Why am I not 170? So if you take the weight that I've actually lost going back and forth, it'd be a lot more because I always lose like my 20 pounds and then I gain it back and then I lose my 20 pounds, which TV mindset is going to do. But I had to know that your body can withstand almost anything. It's your mind that needs convincing. And there will be obstacles and there will be doubters and there will be mistakes. But if you don't let those limitations get to you, then you can accomplish so much in this business. And I wouldn't even be talking to you guys. You have no idea. Like, there is no way I'd even be talking to you guys tonight if it wasn't for Beachbody. So it's the simplest of things. I'd be drunk at some bar. I'd be crying in a corner. I'd be over here talking to my friends, and they think that I'm happy, and I'm just absolutely trying to keep myself busy because my mind is always somewhere else. And to learn how to be present in the moment is like one of the biggest gifts I've ever received, let alone all of you that actually have not only like helped build me, but help bring out the actual person I am today. Because that person's always been hiding like in this little cocoon, and I would pretend that I was this cool person over here that I thought I should be, and in reality, that person wasn't even me. And I'm saying that with a smile today because I'm extremely blessed and thankful for all of that. But I know that starting out, when you can't fully taste and see those goals, I know that it's hard. And we hear it all the time, like, this is how you get here. This is what you need to do. Well, if you don't fix the mindset beforehand, like there's a reason why they pound personal development in your head. If you cannot fix what's going on in your noggin, you're not going to be able to accomplish any of those things. And you're putting out that negative aspect. And I'm going to be real with you guys right now. For the first year of this business, I was like, I need to get out of debt. I need to get out of debt. I need to get out of debt. And I don't know how many of you guys have done like law of attraction work. Newsflash. It didn't work out too well for me. I ended up completely in a bigger hole than I started. And I set out to lose all my weight. And I was like, well, this coaching thing will help us with finances. Well, you have to be able to put in the work and you have to have that mindset. So kind of like the puppy or horse analogy, you can sit here and you can put an electric fence up or you can put a bark collar on and you can get your animal to stay in this little fenced area that you have, and a little bit down the road, you turn that off and they're still like, oh, there's a fence here. I can't go past here. But it's invisible, guys. Like that block is completely yours and you're just holding on to it. And if you just let go and know that everything will be there and the universe has your back, and not just the universe, but these people right here in this team and in this world have your back, you'll know that there's no way you can't get over that invisible fence. So Buddha says, rule your mind or it will rule you. I believe in believe it, act it, create it. I stick to those three things no matter what we're doing. If we're doing power hour, if we're over here trying to do our workouts, like I always stick to believe it, act it, create it. And personally, like now I am one of the most annoying people in my family and friends circle because I'm always like, you may not be able to handle your situations, but you can always handle how you act in that situation. So no matter how awful it gets, because I was that person, like I would snap. I would freak out. I couldn't, like basically my fight or flight was just to the max, 100%, because my life ended me going down that path to where I was just stuck. Like someone had broken the knob on fight or flight. And it got to the point where I didn't even realize that I was angry, guys. Like that just felt normal to me. And now I'm able to truly like tell myself like this is gonna be okay. And my husband, my mom, like everyone gets like, you're weird now. You're way too happy. I'm okay with that. So number 1 is find your happy place. Mine is music. I have a positive only playlist that's 65 minutes in case I go over my power hour. And that's how I get through most of the days when I'm like, I can't do this. Everyone else is right. Nothing's going to work out. Why am I even doing this? I'm not an entrepreneur. There are so many things that can run through your mind, and I'm sure we all have had them. So if you find your happy place and dig a little deeper, like it took me a little while to realize like, okay, music's not doing it today. So I have artwork. I have art literally all over my house that I painted myself. And that's just what I do. They usually have like one of our motivational words. One of them says unstoppable. And it just makes me happy every time I walk in that room. I know a friend that every time she walks through a doorway, she jumps up and down saying that she loves herself. And it's whatever works for you. And then take it even further than that. So if you love the water, or if you love, for me, it's fishing, rock hounding, and jewelry making, like find something that puts you in that mentality and do it for 10 minutes before you do your power hour. Like, I know that we already cram together minutes and everyone feels like there's not enough time, but you will work so much more productive and so much happier if you do whatever it is for you in those 10 minutes. And it took me forever because I didn't know how to work. Yeah, even the 30-second dance party. That's usually my go-to. Like, even if my kids are misbehaving, we're like, okay, let's go. But you can totally turn every little molecule into positive. You just take that 10 minutes to yourself. And then number 2 is make it habitual. Set an alarm on your phone. I have an alarm every single hour because those of you that do know me, I have what's called delayed sleep phase syndrome. So I'm not on anyone's schedule that's in here. You want to talk about time management. Mine is cuckoo, okay? And when you guys are having lunch, I'm having breakfast. And when you guys are going to bed, I'm still up dancing, doing my 30-second dance parties. And I have an alarm set on my phone. I do a pre-call dance, just like I kind of brought you guys into our rowdy royal world there for a second. And I'm serious, like make that playlist. Like if I was to give you any homework today, it would be make a freaking Pandora or whatever app you want to use. Like make an hour playlist. And if I want to go over an hour, cool. Like I add songs to it all the time. But make a playlist because it totally just plays in the background and you're like, oh, but it's got to be only positive. I don't know why, but that changed everything for me. Carolina, you can totally follow my playlist and I'll give it a fancy name and then I'll give you guys the link because I think right now it's just like playlist 4. And then number 3 is always pounded in our head, but make a serious why. And I mean like in detail. Like put down your pens for a second and like literally close your eyes and take a deep breath and just like remember the taste of your favorite ice cream and the color of it and the cold hitting your tongue. And you know that you have wanted this ice cream all day long and you're finally getting it. And it's here and you finally get to take a bite and it goes cold down your throat. Like, you know what that tastes like. Now take that a step further. Like, what is your favorite place you've ever been? Where are you? Who's with you? What does it feel like? Like, is your skin warm? Are you bundled up? Are you feeling the rays of the sunshine? I know personally that I go to this place where there's mountains and Mount Rainier's just glistening. The warm sunshine is hitting the green grass. I've got my barn in the far distance. There's dew still on the ground. You can see it from this gorgeous porch, and the kitchen floor is already warm. Like, I can feel every single second of it. And I want you guys tonight to be able to go ahead and truly feel it. Like, don't just write it out and be like, oh, yeah, these are my goals. I've got these today. And I've done that. Unicorn sherbet, that's amazing. I love you, Carolina. And don't just write it out and put it aside. Like, make visualizations. If you have to, like, wake up and take a minute to visualize exactly that, and then go on and in your bathroom, like, I have a poster board. I wish I didn't have a desktop. I would walk you guys around my house right now. I don't have Post-it notes, you guys. I have, like, full-on signs that say, like, Lexi's Happy Land, basically. Like, if you put it in a box, every single one of them is, like, Lexi's Happy Land. And I have it on the background of my phone. I have it wherever I hang out. I even have my stone in my hand as I'm talking to you guys. But basically, why I'm doing this is never going to be the same as why you're doing it. So you have to be able to ignore the voices. You have to be able to tell yourself that your spouse or your mom or your cousin or that friend that you've looked up to for so many years, their opinion that upsets you isn't real. It's your opinion that truly matters. And when the check is tight and your kids are screaming and you don't have time today and you feel like you're not like anyone else in this entire world, you have to look at that why, and you have to truly be able to just take yourself back into that place like it's a movie, and you're going over here for a second and you're drifting to what makes you happy. And number 4 is repeat steps 1 through 3. Because I promise you, if you take these steps and you implement them, there's no way that you won't have a positive impact in the world, let alone your own business.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Alexis, that was so freaking awesome. Okay, first off, it's not nice to have us imagining our favorite ice cream when said person right here is on day 2 of the refresh. So thanks for that. I'm like sitting here like, I could taste it on my taste buds. I'm like, key lime sherbet. And I'm like, oh, she's rude. That's mean.
I'm over here prepping for 2B mindset, okay? So that ice cream is probably fine.
I love it. I love all the tidbits that you shared and the quotes that you shared. Like, that Buddha quote is dead on. Rule your mind or it will rule you. And we all know what it's like. We all know what it's like to get in that negative headspace. You know, none of our lives are perfect. We all have struggles with families, our friends, or health, or debt, or anything in our life. We have had a struggle with, you know, everyone's struggle has been different, but we could either let our mindset rule us, and then what happens? We pull back, all shit goes to hell. Oh, sorry, Jess, your daughter's right there. Everything like, oh, she has her earbuds. Okay, good. She knows better. But everything goes to crap, right? And you pull back, and then all of a sudden you're like, what happened? Like, I can't get my feet back up from under me. And it's because we're letting our mindset rule us. And in the fact, we need to roll our mindset. We need to be able to take control. Just like you said, like we're not in control of the circumstances that happen, of the situations that happen, but we are in control of how we react, how we respond. Like, you're not in control over some guy that cuts you off in the middle of the freeway, but you are responsible, or you are in control of road rage, of getting on his tail, flipping him off, or even just being like, you know what, maybe show some empathy. Maybe his wife is having her baby at the hospital and he's trying to get there, or maybe his kid is sick in the backseat of the car about to throw up. You know, like our mindset is everything. It plays a huge game. Just like if you're trying to do, here's an instance, or here's an example, like if you're trying to do the 3-day refresh, which me and my fiance have tried to do it before, the very first day at 9 a.m., he's like, oh, I really want a cheeseburger. Oh, I want a pizza. And he's just saying all this stuff that he really wants. And then all of a sudden our mindset was like, well, we can't do this because we're just focusing on the things that we can't have, right? So you quit. The same thing happens just in your business, in your own health and fitness journey, in any area in your life where you have an opportunity to make your life better, right?
Oh yeah, I'll have times where someone will come to me with a question that I don't even know, and the little voice in my head's like, well, you're not smart enough to do this. You don't have a degree. You're not an entrepreneur. Like, it completely changes how you think about it. So if you take these steps and implement them to where it's like a pre-deposition almost, like you're already ahead of the game. You know, okay, shut up. Here's something happy.
Right.
Let's refill it. And if that doesn't work, you guys, like, I'll have days where my anxiety and stuff going on is like already triggered. And I literally sit there with, I don't know if you know what Pharrell's 24 Hours of Happy is, but there's literally a website that's Pharrell's Happy playing over and over and over. And I have really bad anxiety like in airports and around people. And all the way to Nashville for Summit, I played 24 Hours of Happy on my phone all the way there. I danced throughout it like I was my ridiculous happy self again. So there's always that too.
Right. And you know, when we're consistent with our habits, good and bad, they make us. And you know, a lot of you guys are actually in our Unstoppable Misfits Believing in You group, and it's just this simple accountability group where we always used to post. Jess is like, where am I at? I just see her. It's an old group, you know, like some of us still post in it, but it's a group that we have shared our daily goals and our daily affirmations. And it's just this little accountability group to keep people on track, because you are what you tell yourself, and your thoughts become your reality. So I just created this little group, and you know, anyone, I'll throw it in the big team page for anyone that wants to join, and maybe those that are in it want to get back on track and posting in there. But the thing is, like, you know, you meditate, I meditate. Meditation is great. Words of affirmation, like telling yourself the things that you need to hear, telling yourself, writing them down, saying the things out loud. Because how often, just like she said, I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm not good at this. I'm not educated in this. I'm not a good enough coach. I'm not this. I'm not that, right? We tell ourselves this all the time. I'm not a good enough mom. I'm a horrible mom. I just yelled at my kid. I'm feeding my kid mac and cheese. I'm a shitty mom. I'm a crappy coworker. You know, all this stuff we tell ourselves, right? Well, the opposite needs to happen. We need to tell ourselves that we're good enough. We need to tell ourselves that we're confident, that we deserve an abundance of great things, that we need to tell ourselves the things that we tell our best friends when they're feeling shitty, right? Because yep. I doubt you tell your best friend, oh, you're not good enough. Just take a break. You're not good enough. So I love that you said that. So does anyone have any questions? This was a short and sweet call, Alexis. You even had a dance party. Oh, Missy has a question. Oh, she has a two-handed question.
It's not even a question. I just want to say, dude, you just did totally awesome. Like, I haven't been on a call in almost a month, and I needed to hear that and kind of get my head back in the game, dude. You totally did awesome.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. That means a lot to me. I've done a lot of personal development, and I felt like there was like this missing part of like how to actually do it and where and when and what can make us happy. Because there's so much that we try to keep in this closet. We have to do good, and there's all these people, and they're doing better than me. And it's so easy to get to that second guessing game, to where if we could just stop all that and go back to loving each other, as hippie as that sounds, but it really needs to be started. So if we can start it, then that'd be even better.
What PD are you reading right now?
Right now I'm actually in the Money Mindset Makeover with Amanda Francis. Yeah. But I think the last thing I actually read was, I reread the Ego, the Shit Your Ego Says, because I love that one. That's like one of my go-tos.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. Did you read T is for Transformation by Shanti?
Yeah. I actually got it before they even like had that thing, and it sits in front of me.
Oh, I need to read that. I love Shanti.
It's amazing. Yeah, I think I wish I could show you guys. Like, it'd be so much better if I could just like rotate everywhere so you guys could see it physically. But I was like, I'll take pictures. I'll post in the group for you.
Even like I've had people, and you know, I used to do this at my old house. I'd have Post-it notes, and I know that some of you have seen it, but I had Post-it notes. One that was hot pink, my hot pink notepad right here. It said, "I believe in myself," and it was sitting right on top of my desk. And I would have Post-it notes across my mirror in my bathroom, Post-it notes everywhere with affirmations on them, because there's so many times where you're just walking through your day-to-day life and you start feeling down on yourself, or your mindset starts taking over a negative way, and we need that reminder. And you know, you said that you have reminders on your phone, right?
Oh yeah.
What are your reminders of?
So I'll actually go through, but like I had to turn them off for this call. But 7 o'clock, it will say that you are beautiful. 8 o'clock, it will say relax, everything's gonna be okay. Like, it's just such little things. 9 o'clock says dream big, because that's usually when I sit down to start my working. Midnight says stop what you're doing and go eat something, you crazy person, because I usually forget to eat. Like, I'm very blunt, and I've been trying not to swear this entire video, but it says all kinds of things. Midnight, it says get up, bitch, you've got shit to do. Like, it's good.
I also have reminders. I don't call myself a bitch.
Okay, let's put that on record. To me, that's endearing.
But yeah, I love having the reminders, you guys. I don't know about Samsung phones, but I do know iPhones have the reminders pop up. You could set them to different times, and you can also set them when you leave your house or when you leave your work. You can set it to where it says like release all your negativity, leave your work day at your work. You know, you can set yourself a reminder like that so you don't bring your work stress home with you, or you know, anything like that. And it's such a good reminder. Like when you're working or whatever, you just pop up and you're like, I am confident. Or, you know, maybe you have money struggles. Well, I'm a money magnet. Hey, I'm making money, you know, like whatever you want to remind yourself. There's so many different things. And the more you can utilize affirmations, you guys, the better for you, because seriously, mindset is everything. Katrina, your facial expression. I'm going to beat this woman.
What does she do now?
She's being, I don't know. Maybe she didn't realize she was on Zoom because she was like.
I know that the one that I set the most, which was like super random, but I have like I am a millionaire. 4 o'clock is I am unstoppable as fuck. 3 is I'm a girl boss. 1 is I am determined. I am motivated. I even have one telling me to go to bed that says I am rested. Like, I use all the I am statements for each of mine. So other than the yelling at myself.
I love it. Awesome. All right. Does anyone have any more questions, comments, concerns, anything that you want to share? Who all does affirmations in here? Just out of curiosity. Uh-oh. Jessica, Brenda. Time to do affirmations. Dana. I know Dana does. Well, most of the time, right? You should. We should. Okay. From here on out, moving forward, take 5 minutes out of your day. And I know you're going to say, oh my gosh, I don't have time for that. Yes, you do. Because I guarantee you, and Elexus can vouch for me on this, if you take 5 minutes out of your day to write or say affirmations, or as I call it, your daily love, if you take that 5 minutes, it's going to make you more productive. It's going to make you in a better state of mind. And so you're going to have better outcome throughout the day. So find that 5 minutes, whether it's in the morning, in the middle of the day, what have you, because not everyone has the same schedule as me or her, because my ass is in bed by way before midnight. But whatever time fits for you, make sure that you're saying kind words to yourself. All right. All right. Now I have one more question. Who in here is reading personal development? Oh, good. Carolina. Uh-oh. Jess. Oh, I was like, Jess she better be frozen because I did not see a hand up. Okay. So make sure that you guys are reading personal development, because that's also really huge. And if you have trouble reading, like if you're one of those people where it goes in one ear and out the other, or you just forget what you're reading, get Audible. See, Carolina, get an Audible. Listen to audiobooks or even podcasts. There's a ton of different podcasts. And we have a huge file in the document section of the Big Team page where there's a bunch of books listed and there's a bunch of podcasts listed. So, and they're all separated between like parenting and leadership and self-love and all this stuff, because we don't just need to work on one area in our lives, you know? So it's very helpful. Go ahead.
And I know that I like briefly hit on it, and I know some people aren't comfortable with like meditation itself, but anything that truly clears your mind is a form of meditation. So if that means you sit in your bath and you close your eyes and you just relax, like you're still meditating. And I had to trick my husband into that too, but it's all meditation. Like I'll send him out to the Jeeps and I'll make him go, I don't know, hit wrenches on the engine or whatever he's doing. And he's meditating, even though he doesn't know that I just sent him there. So just relax and know that there's something that you love that helps you meditate.
That's right. It's all about gaining clarity. All right. Well, thank you so much, Elexus. You were freaking phenomenal. I know that you say that you have anxiety and stuff, and going live kind of stresses you out, but we couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. You did phenomenal. So I really appreciate you coming on tonight and rocking tonight's team call. I don't want anyone to get off because we're going to do a selfie, but I'm going to stop the recording. So thanks for hanging out and watching the recording.